Hey guys, it's Natalie. Today is August 13th and I am starting Heir. I have my cute little bookmark, Ron, because he's also red, so I thought it matched. But anyways, I'm finally going to start reading. This is going to be just vlogging, like a reading vlog slash reactions, and there are going to be spoilers. So keep that in mind if you have not read The Throne of Glass. I am going to have spoilers because I'm not going to be able to filter myself. So anyways, this is the fourth book. Yes, because I read Assassin's Blade first. Anyways, yeah, this is the fourth book. I'm going to get started reading, and I'm sitting outside on my front porch. So we'll see how much reading I can get in before the sun fully sets. So yeah, okay, I'll be back. So far, I like this a lot. She met the Queen Maeve, her aunt. She met her, found out that Rowan is her cousin, kind of. I don't know. Also, he just seems like a jerk, but still. And now, like, they have to train together, so and we keep getting POVs of this Manon, the Blackbeak witch. So I don't know, and the 13 seemed kind of bad ass, if you ask me. I don't know, I'm a little excited for them. But yeah, so that's kind of what's going on. She found out that she's gonna train with him. She's on kitchen duty. We just got a POV from Manon, and then I stopped reading like a page into Dorian's most recent POV. So is it even Dorian? I think it's actually that one guy who I would like to die. What's his name? Aedion. I'm gonna look up how to say these names because I know I'm butchering them. But anyways, so yeah, that's where we are. So far, I like it. I mean, I'm only 100 pages in, so I really don't have too much to say yet. I don't have too much of an opinion on everybody yet. But yeah, it's going good, so I'm gonna read some more. Hey guys. So, I've been bad. Let's talk. This is no longer a live reaction vlog. This is an apology vlog, my first one. What happened was, I said I was gonna film my live reactions, and then I didn't. I literally didn't. Do I have a good reason? Yes and no. Yes, because when I was reading in bed before, because during the week I work like I go to work at 6:30, get back, and then I get off at 3, go to the gym, cook dinner. I only have like a couple of hours to do things and to read. So I usually hang out with my fiance and then I'll read right before bed. But I've already taken my narcolepsy medication, which makes me really woozy and drunk. And so when the reactions that I did film, I was like drunk. And I don't think that would be appealing. So we're missing 200 page worth of reactions. So I figured, let's remedy this. I realized my mistake before I finished the book. And let me tell you so far where we are and what's happening. And let's just catch up. Let's catch up. So, and I put a sticky note because something happened here and I really need to talk about it because I want to scream. Also, I stopped where I stopped last night for a reason because I literally could not read the book anymore. I don't know if I'm going to finish. We'll decide once I'm done venting to you guys about it. No, I'm kidding. I'll finish. But I am upset about what happened. So, let's get started before this becomes too long. Last time we talked, we found out that all the witches were going to the Berrien Gap. I think that's not what it's called. It's the Gap. The witches are going to the Gap. We found out that the king is breeding wyverns and he's teaming up with the witches, basically. There's this whole subplot of Dorian and the healer. She's healing him. She finds out that he has magic. They're kind of working together. And we know that she likes him because we've seen. There's a whole subplot of him going to see her a lot, her healing him. They're trying to find out how he can subdue his magic for a little bit just so he doesn't lose his emotions and freeze everybody or stuff. And then his dad will find out he has magic, which would be bad. Then, before this gets too long, so I'm just kind of highlighting what happened. There's this part where Kale is following Ideon, I'm not too sure. And he's like, there's something going on. He's throwing these huge parties and then he's not even there. And I'm like, yeah, what is he doing? He's up to no good. And I think I might have said in the last clip that I wanted him to die. That I didn't like this character whatsoever. I don't give a flying flip who he is. And then I put my foot in my mouth. So I need to be careful about who I say I want to die in this book series. Because Cole is following him, gets caught. Obviously. Then they're like gonna torture him and he's basically like, I'm gonna stay loyal to Dorian and my king. Let me just betray Selena or Aelin. A-E-L-A-N. Aelin. I'm gonna call her Selena for now. Till she starts referencing herself as Aelin, I'm gonna call her Selena. So he then, I'm quoting the book here because I screamed internally. I said, it says, with a silent prayer for forgiveness, Cole looks straight at Aedion. Aelin is alive. I have no words. I am angry. I'm pissed. I don't care. You should die. He should die. Here I am saying, let me be careful about who I say should die. No, Kale, you're on my #1 list, buckaroo. He needs to do something crazy to get back in my good graces. Because last book, I remember telling my best friend, I was like, I mean, he won some brownie points by doing this, but I never liked him when they were together. Now I really don't like him. How could you? How could you? I am betrayed. I feel betrayed. And I'm just angry. I'm like, I don't know if I've ever been so mad at a book character besides the Torment duet we're talking about in this series yet. He's just really upsetting me. Okay, anyways, so that happened. That was what this little sticky note was, because I really wanted to tell you guys about that because I cannot believe it. Genuinely shocked. And then we find out that Aedion is actually a good guy. He's actually playing kind of the long game, and he never allowed to let himself hope that Aelin was still alive. So he was kind of playing the long game, but now that he knows that she's alive, he's like, ooh, I'm known as the king's whore, basically. Like, yikes. Didn't see that one coming, did he? I just know that when the time comes, when they meet up again together, he's going to be completely loyal to her, or at least I hope so. And right now, it kind of seems like he's trying to build up her court for whenever she... Thank you, Overs. For whenever she does return. Alright, so that's what's going on with Kale and Aedion. Now, I think we should talk about Manon and her wyvern. When I was reading this last night, when they're talking about the bait beast, it really rubbed me the wrong way. And I think it was supposed to... Oh yeah, the bait beast. So I literally texted my best friend and I was like, this makes me feel uncomfortable. It's like, animal abuse or wyvern abuse. They're animals, right? So, wyvern abuse, that's what it is. I don't know, it just really rubbed me the wrong way. I didn't like it, I didn't feel good. I had like an uneasy feeling. And then when the blue blood, was it? Or was it the yellow? It was the yellow legs Heir, because when she pushed her in, I was like, oh, why? But it all worked out. And she ended up picking that wyvern. So I'm really excited to see what happens. And then she named the wyvern Abraxos. Abraxos. And the last POV, she basically was like, you're mine, I'm yours, I'm putting the saddle on you. So I'm really excited to see if she's gonna get him flying. It's very heavily like, we don't think he will be flying, you're wasting your time. But I think she will, because he's a survivor and he lasted all those other wyverns attacking him and everything. Oh, and then I loved that she put the iron like fangs in him, fixed his tail, like put the spikes on his tail, and she did something else. Oh, I think his claws. So that was really cool. That made me excited. All right, now lastly, to catch us all up to where I'm at currently in the book and where I guess I will read on today. In the last chapter that I read, Dorian and the healer are trying out a new like potion tonic to see if it'll subdue his magic, and he was thinking of what upset him, and all he's thinking about is her, how she's risking her life to work with him, to do this with him. Kale is like, oh, I'm glad he has somebody again, this and that. So people kind of know. Then it's, you will always be my enemy, Selena had said. So he thinks about her too. Thank gosh, because I want Dorian and Selena. Okay, I understand right now they're apart. That's okay. Rowan, who? They're cousins anyways, you know? It's kind of, it would be weird, I think, if they got together. Even though, oh, I'm not done. This is not the last thing I'm going to talk about because I forgot to talk about Rowan and Selena this entire catch-up. How did I do that? Anyways, okay, so then his magic is trying to flare up. He's in pain. The tonic subdues it. It's all good. He's so excited, and he kisses her. And I said, I don't know if you can read that. I think it might be, I don't know if it's backwards for me or for you, but it says, I can no longer read this book. And I put an angry face. Because, what are you doing? I'm so upset. I guess Selena's gone. Whatever. Have your little tryst, or what's the word I'm thinking of? Your little thing on the side for right now. I guess that's okay. But when Selena comes back, I expect Dorian to be available, because I won't accept any other offer. Somebody's gonna have to rock my socks off to be man enough for Selena. This is what it is. So then the last page, it's of that chapter, it says, but maybe she didn't want to be kissed. And I, in fact, wrote, she didn't. Even though we know she has a crush on him, she didn't want to be kissed. She doesn't like Dorian. There's no way. No way. It's Selena and Dorian. I will die on that hill. Just kidding. No. Because fast forward to like a couple of videos later and I'm going to be like, Selena and blank. I don't even know who she is. I have somehow avoided spoilers for this whole series. So I am truly reading this having no idea, which is why earlier when I was like, when I put my foot in my mouth about 80 on. So anyways, Selena and Rowan. I think Rowan is a necessary character because he's gonna make Selena grow up, because through the first 3 books, one of my complaints is that she's very childish, she's spoiled, but it makes sense because she is so young. Like, I get it. It wasn't a true complaint. It's just, she's younger. It is what it is. But I think Rowan is the character in this story that's gonna make her grow up. That's gonna be the tough love that she needs. Maybe not love. The tough hatred that she needs to develop as a character, to get her crap together, to understand her power and be able to shift when needed and not burn the entire world down. We did have one scene where the skinwalkers were chasing them, and that was I was on the edge of my seat. Logan, my fiance, was trying to talk to me, and I was like, hold on. I was like, something's happening. Please talk to me in like 5 minutes once I'm done with the chapter. So, and then she used her fire on them, and then we saw Rowan working to get it out, and he was actually having to try. So it was a lot of fire. So she's powerful and stuff. But anyways, that was a cool scene. One thing that I want to talk about before we're done here is that whenever he bit her to get her to shift, I think it was like the first time. I don't know what this is going to say about me, so please don't judge me. But when he bit her, I was like, oh, huh, that's kind of hot. And like concerning, right? And then I was like, wait, they're cousins. Now I'm really concerned for myself because what? That's gross. Are they even cousins? I don't know. Mark my words, I don't know if they're truly cousins. Well, they kind of have to be, right? So he can't be a love interest. Right? I don't know. We'll see in the future. I was concerned for myself because I was like, oh, okay. And then he's like, I'm never going to bite you again. And she's like, why not? If it gets me to shift. And he's like, you can't bite other, like, women that are spoken for. But she's not spoken for. Technically. They broke up. Selena cut it off with Kale like she should. And right now they're just trying to work on her power. She's pulling double duty in the kitchen right now and getting to know the characters in there, the storyteller, his mate Malachi, and Luca. And I like Luca. I think he's good. So yeah, so that's where we're at. We're all caught up. This was very long-winded. Those were my reactions. I feel like they're just as good as they would have been if I was actually being good about vlogging my reactions. So anyways, I'm going to now go on my deck and read, and I will film, and I'm bringing my camera out there. So you'll get my reactions. I promise. Pinky promise.